White Fox taking the round from FDMT in the second game for Bank. So now we see, of course, you know, what we've seen before, the Jaeger Smoke, Bandit, Castle Maestro, pretty ordinary team comp. We also see Thermite, Sledge, IQ, Ying, and Ash. So what do you think about the Ying?
Ying on this site is good. However, Ying had the nerf. I will call it a nerf because it is a nerf. For anyone arguing that, had another a week or two ago, and she's still really strong, but it takes a bit more time or team coordination. And she's still really good. Don't get me wrong. She still blinds everyone, so you can't see anything. But it's just, it takes that extra bit of time, and why Ying was so effective was because you could just throw away and run after it. Now you have to wait. But Ying's still going to be a good pick for this site, especially if they can get in via the windows or via the skylight walls. And again, we don't see the Habana to clear out that elevator hallway as easily as you saw, I believe, with the Maestro Bandit, reinforcing the elevator hallway. Habana is really helpful in that sense because you can get rid of that reinforcement, some archers, and it forces the person playing the shield out of that spot into a crossfire from either, let's say, someone on the main door or into line of sight of archers. So, but we'll see looks like a Skylight take care to the Ying and sledge it over that way as well as the IQ. But I imagine they'll clear out the Skylight, open up the wall as best as possible, and then try and establish the crossfire on the hallway, get elevator control, and push into sight.
Definitely. So now we see a very aggressive push from Sledge, but he gets fragged out by the C4 from, I believe it was Bandit. Now Bandit in an aggressive peek fight with IQ, going back and forth with each other. Bandit has yet to be damaged, but Ying takes out the Bandit, yeah, but getting the refrag for this Thermite who is pushing in. You now see Jaeger holding a tight angle on Office, which they have aggressively taken so far. IQ is still down, but Ying is coming up to get her. With getting pre-fired, Ying is now very lit from that engagement as well as IQ. But now Ying getting the frag onto the Jaeger. We got about 125 left on the clock. It's a 3v2. Ying and IQ are both very, very low health, and we'll have to see how this plays out. So far, I mean, their options are basically just to get the frags to be able to win the round at this point. There's not too much with reaching capability, especially with that Thermite taken out.
For sure, it doesn't look like anyone playing the elevator, and we'll see Smoke take out the IQ. So it's all up to Adam in a 1v3. If anyone can do this, it is Adam on that Ying. However, he's in a very tight situation right now. He doesn't have a lot to work with. Not a lot of angles established or walls opened up. He's going to get the fuse out with Janitor. And there was a Smoke playing hard right of that door. You see him hit it on the wall with the rotation to his right. And Adam will actually pick up that kill. Yeah, he'll pick up the kill onto the Smoke. He sees the guy behind the elevator who is actually there. Kill won't choose to challenge that as he is in Janitor still with 30 seconds left. There's actually a rotation edge to hole, which is going to really hinder him as he can't really push it anywhere but the elevator hallway, and Maestro will pick up that kill, and White Fox go 2-0 up. Actually, holding a very interesting peak. You normally want to hold it to with your body leaning in towards the elevator, but he was holding it between the shield and the vending machine. So
yeah, very, very tight pixel peak on that Maestro, but he's still able to secure the round for his team, putting at a 2-0 lead for White Fox. So yeah, that was a great feat for the defenders on that round. They were able to almost completely shut down the Office push from the Ash to the IQ, and then able to kill the Ying in the final moments of the round. So.
for sure, and I'm just looking at the stats I have on FDMT from other games. This isn't their best map by a long mile. So, out of the 3 maps, I understand why it's their map pick. However, they, in my opinion, clearly lost the ban phase. With Villa getting banned, which is probably one of their best maps. They proved that on last week. And then also Clubhouse. I think they definitely lost the ban phase. I don't know if White Fox knew that or not. But definitely both of FDMT's strongest maps, in my opinion, are gone. However, they still do have a chance to turn this back around. It is only 2-0. And it looks like something very odd strat. They're casting off the right side door of the pillars. Okay, I see what they're doing here. They're going to extend themselves over to main stairs and potentially open area, which allows them to have a bit more freedom when roaming. My question is, are they going to extend themselves into a small office as well? Which I don't actually see as of yet. But anyway, this hold, it's very roam heavy. You need your roamers to do well, and you need them to stay alive. Especially if they do extend themselves into open area, or see a team kill. Onto Adam, and that's probably their best player right now at this moment, as it actually might be from a spawn peak, I want to say, and Adam died due to just walking in front of bullets. However, I cannot confirm. But we'll see Yoshi again in this stocks. Try to clear out any roamers on the top floor.
Yeah, and yeah, we definitely see a roamer right now in square. I believe that's Legion right now trying to hold the Skylight. We also see Bandit and CEO. So a very defiant top roam here, and so it's going to take a very aggressive and coordinated push to be able to take out both roamers who are in square. And now we see one roamer taken out in square, but refragged by the Legion. Now taken out in Skylight, another refrag for the Legion. We see Twitch getting the frag onto Legion. We see it is now 1:30 left on the clock. It's a 3v2. They still have breaching capabilities, so that's still an option for them. We now see Smoke, I believe, is the only one in the objective, with Castle sitting in open, trying to hold off the Thermite.
For sure, they don't really have a lot of top-down destruction anymore, so it's going to be quite hard to apply a vertical pressure. They're going to rely on breaching charges, maybe from the IQ and Twitch, but I imagine at least Twitch has Claymore. In fact, IQ has a Claymore. As we'll see, IQ push down the Skylight stairs and look for the kill onto the site plate of the Smoke. As Castle is trapped in open area right now, he can always fall back to site using that rotation by the main stairs. But if they might place himself on their main stairs with the Twitch pushing from kitchen or the window, that should be a very easy crossfire. As Castle actually just put the kill onto the Twitch, which he probably shouldn't have got from the last time I saw that. As Smoke actually gets the kill onto IQ as well, with IQ pushed into site. And it's up to Thermite in a 1v2.
Sorry, my bad, but everybody's on low health right now. It's about 15 seconds left. Thermite's gonna have to push in here and get the 2 frags on very low health enemies. We see one of the defenders going around, trying to possibly get the frag. It's Castle right now. Smoke is pushing in. He gets the shotgun kill on Thermite, securing the round for blue team and for White Fox.
That was a very sketchy round for White Fox. Their roam was not up to scratch. They they played way too aggressive for this kind of hold they were doing. If you're going to put a lot of emphasis on your roam, you don't want to be playing aggressive, because if you lose that roam, you give up so much. You give up so much map coverage, and I think what helped him out was the team kill onto Adam. I believe he was Sledge, so that was a lot of the soft destruction gone. And also Ash can be off the board as well, the breaching charges, obviously not able to be used. But that means they were pretty, if they had top floor top control and then able to use destruction, then Smoke wouldn't have lasted in that site more than 30 seconds in my opinion. And then if that thermite had stayed on the main stairs, Twitch hadn't have maybe peeked as aggressively, or the IQ hadn't have pushed slightly to help with that clear of the castle, that could have been a entirely different round. But the IQ pushed alone shouldn't have done that. The Twitch, I believe, pushed alone. Again, even with information, shouldn't have done that, because you have the manpower to push as a 3-man unit from different angles and secure the kill, even if one of you does die, and you'll still be in the man advantage.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, regardless, I feel that they committed to a push that was not going to be realistic for them to commit to. I mean, my office push was out of their reach because they had such a hard roam on square. It's like such a very aggressive roam that they were able to frag out the aggressive push. And I feel that droning could have taken a good, even if it might have taken a chunk out of their time, it would have been very effective for them to realize who was where. Because in that situation, it was just a lot of, you know, lackluster encounters with both the enemy team and the defending team. You know, it was just a lot of who was where.
You have to keep in mind that they did have a team kill at the very start of the round. So they already went into the round with a 1-man disadvantage. So coming out of your roam clear with a advantage of 3 to 2 men is quite good. That would realistically be at maybe 4-2 coming out if you have all 5 of your operators still. But actually, Adam, a very early engagement on that top floor, not too sure who against. And we're actually nomads for the first time this map, and Yoshi does look like a bit of nomad on these big maps. Especially on this map, you have 3 staircases. You put a nomad on each staircase towards site. Then it locks off so much rotation. Even if you're going for a basement attack, you lock off the main stairs, you lock off server stairs or around the area, and then you can put one on the rotation between sites or between site and red, and it stops a lot of the defender's presence and ability to stop the plant. But we'll actually see them have top floor control here with about 1:20 gone or left, and this is quite a slow roam clear in all consideration, as the pulse just Val could just run. Okay, so Thermite very unlucky there. Hops no drone as the Valkyrie ran past, I believe, as Adam to free flag that onto the Jaeger though. But that's a Thermite down, so that circle's not going to get opened up, and without a Monty, it's going to make it a lot harder to complete the plan right now.
Yeah, so they have absolutely no vertical breaching ability right now. It's now a 3v3 with about 45-ish seconds left. It's gonna have to be the attackers that push in and are able to get the frags to win the game. So we see Pulse trying to pulse out blue stairs, server, all of that. We see Kaid most likely staying in the objective, and either or. Actually, all 3 are staying in the objective. And we see also Kaid being able to get the 1-tap on the Maestro, or sorry, the Maverick.
Yeah, with 90 seconds left, it doesn't look very possible.
Yeah, they're gonna have to push in here.
Attackers, yeah, they've got the Pulse C4 still. Even if they do clear out the Kaid, which they won't, but if Pulse will get 1, Kaid with the other, and White Fox take 4 on the trot here. And we said at the start of the game that they swapped out Slash for Ficus, and to all Ficus's credit, he is a very good Thermite player. However, on this map, you probably want more fragging capability, and at this current time, it doesn't look like they have that outside of Adam. They're relying very heavily on Adam to get the kills, and if you had that second fragger instead of maybe one of your supports, then it would go a lot better. You see Adam 4 kills, everyone else on 1 kill for the attackers. So speaks volumes about the fragging capability of this team at the moment.
Definitely. I mean, getting 0-4'd right now, it doesn't obviously seem like they're able to win their engagements, especially when this team has been so aggressive and just been getting shut down consistently time and time again on the you know, aggressive yet hasty, almost indecisive pushes that these guys are, well, actually, you know, maybe too decisive pushes that these guys are making. It almost seems as if they have a set strat, they go for it, but then in execution, it goes differently than they planned. And they just have to commit to something that has already been, you know, wasted or used.
Not sure, I'm gonna see the top floor hold once again, and this was successful obviously for White Fox. However, I believe there was a disconnect which put them down for a man, and then there was a very nice C4 from I believe the bandit early on in the round. So it didn't look good to start with for FDMT last time they attacked this. And their push just didn't really work. They established no crossfires and were going stock. They didn't at all drone out janitor, they didn't drone out square. They just kind of pushed into stock, which isn't a... You don't want stock to be your first beachhead into the building, because it's so destructible from below. If you have a pulse or a mute or bandit with C4, it can be very easy to get C4 from below with the mute, pick up the kill. And the IQ. I'm not too sure where that is. The IQ was. But
Yeah, so yeah, Mute getting the frag on IQ early round, so that's gonna shut down any electronics detecting ability that they have, especially on the Mute, the Legion, the Maestro. I mean, it's absolutely crucial that they actually get that frag. So now we see a push into square, trying to get the pixel peek kill on Bandit, but completely misses and is not able to get that kill. But now Bandit goes back and grabs the frag on the sledge, but gets the engagement with Ash and is not able to secure the kill. So it is a 5v3 right now, with White Box at odds to win the round. Bandit getting a little bit aggressive on the office peek, possibly trying to get the kill on the Ash, but still gets killed by the Maestro. Twitch is inching up. It's probably most likely going to get peeked by the Mute, but kills the Mute. It is now a 4v2. This team is getting very, very aggressive.
They're getting very aggressive, and I made predictions at the start of the season for where each team would come, and going into obviously big kill hit onto one of them, onto the Bandit, getting revamp on the Maestro. But anyway, before coming into this game, White Fox had played Xenon, which is arguably one of the weaker teams in this group, and then they played the complete polar opposite in Holy Rain, which are the best team in this group. So it was really hard to judge them, especially they won 2-0 then lost 2-0. But I think this game is very good at judging this team now, and taking the first map off FDMT 7-3, and this one currently 4-0, looking like it's going to be a 5-1 as it's 3v1, and it's 5-0. It's definitely showing that White Fox can compete at that higher level. Maybe not quite with Valorant, Holy Rain, but to that level of contending for the playoffs.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, individual skill, you know, while it may get you far in certain situations, especially in ranked, you know, you have to have that team chemistry, that communication, those strat setups, every single thing that you need to touch base on. And this team just doesn't necessarily have it. And we see one player getting disconnected from White Fox. Might have to get a rehost. Not sure what's going on here.
They might play it out.
Might play it out. So far we see IQ, Twitch, Thermite, Buck, and Ash. So I like to see Buck here, especially for the vertical play aspect of his ability. In terms of, you know, maybe going above, hitting archive, something like that, especially where they are right now, going into CEO, depending on what type of roam the defending team brings, which most likely it is going to be a CEO type of roam. So they would definitely have to go ahead and combat that. But now it is a 4v5 against Team FDMT. Sorry.
That's right. FCMT really have to win this round, if I'm saying it, especially at being a 4v5. It does, of course, increase their chances, but they threw this site last time They team killed at the very start, and then they had a 3-2 man advantage going on to clearing the castle in the open area as the last Roma. And they just fell to him, Twitch pushed in wisely, without anyone peeking from a different angle to refrag. The IQ pushed into sight without needing to. If he had helped his teammates, obviously, he would have got the refrag out of the castle. And Thermite did his best to salvage the round in a 1v2 situation, but wasn't able to. And I think they're going to have to win this round to stay in it. Like, if they don't win this, I don't see a way back for them. As much as this is a defense-favoured map, it's not a 6-0 defense-favoured map. It's more of a 4-2 win. You get me? So, losing 6-0 defense on some maps, you can look and say it's very defense-favoured. You don't want to be losing 6-0, no matter what. But on Villa and Clubhouse, let's say, it's very defense-favoured. And especially looking at these bans which have come out, it helps the defense even more. But on bank, you should not be losing 6 defense or losing 6 attacks. You should be winning at least 2. And them not winning 1 up to this point is very worrying for me. But it doesn't actually look like they have any top floor Romos, and that could cost White Box, as the entire of the site, I believe, mainly, is destructible from the top floor.
Yeah. So yeah, they definitely are going to utilize vertical play on this with hatches, with the archives, like above archives and CEO. But I'd like to see how this push turns out. As in, like, I would like to see how they can push into the objective and be able to get the frags to win the round, because so far I haven't really seen a successful push from this team yet. And I would like to see a successful push, especially on map, or on bank, on bank, from them. So we see Supreme, Stream, I pronounce that, but we see him getting the kill on Twitch, and now a refrag for IQ onto the castle. So it's now a 2v5 with all defense members very, very lit. But it's 2v4 now with about 40 seconds left. This attacking team is definitely gonna have to push into. Now putting in a 2v3 from the wall bang kill. We have a breach open now. Yeah, that was crazy. We have the breach open now from office. And we're gonna have to see how this plays out in the 2v3 situation that it is.
So we'll see the breach get open, but yeah, Bank's orientated, but there's 20 seconds left, and the attackers really have to make a push. They will overpower the defenders, as the bandits left up on his own. I believe Fika, so with a double kill, getting moved onto that buck, really helping him pick up one in the skylight lobby, and pick up one on site. And Ficus and FDMT finally win a round on attack. It wasn't the cleanest, and it was a 4v5, but they did win it. I believe we should now have a rehost, because here we can rehost. Oh no, that timing was impeccable as the guy left, and that could trip up White Fox, but I doubt it, and I feel like this could be an easy win for White Fox.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if they get cocky, if they attempt to do things that are out of their comfort zone, it could cost them a couple rounds, but overall, they should win this pretty easy. I mean, it's already 5-1, they've secured the first game, it really should not be a hard feat for them to be able to do this. So, but yeah, they're pulling in a couple different characters this time around. We see a Habana instead of the Thermite, we see a Vigil instead of somebody like a Legion or another Intel operator. So a bit of a switch up on both parts, but again, they've also had time to, you know, talk with their teams, see what's going on, what's the deal, but yeah, other than that, this team should definitely, yes, be a easily securable game for White Fox.
I mean, this Vigil play from Yoshi is something he likes to do on most maps. Especially on this map, Vigil's really effective on wasting time. Not so much sort of killing potential, as he does have that. Obviously, he has 2 great guns, but it's more he can sit in this middle floor of our open area archives, and once his sort of electro, we'll call it, scanner is activated, electric cloak, I'm not sure. Once that's activated, the scanner will go, or cloak, let's say, will go through by all 3 floors. So if you drove bottom floor, middle floor, or top floor, you'll see the marks roughly where he is. If you're slightly above or slightly below. And it really does throw off the team. So, we'll actually Jaeger here playing archives, and we'll look to pick up a kill, and will onto the, oh, that's Habana, and that's big. That's no more hard destruction outside of the Maverick. Could only really get 1 hatch for Yoshi is immediately refragged, and IQ gets killed onto the Jaeger. Both the Romans down within a minute 25. Yeah, 25. Well, no, it's not. And yeah, that was very easy. They lost their hard destructor, but they've cleared 2 guys, and minute 30 to make an execute and you still have a Maverick. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but definitely worked out in their favor though for the Habana frag. So definitely very little vertical play capability right now, but we will possibly see a vault push, a little bit out of the ordinary. A little bit out of the ordinary for this team so far. Haven't really seen a vault push from them, but we see Pulse holding the vault hatch, as he should. And, yeah, so 4v3, about 45-ish seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to make a very hasty push here, but also keeping in mind the defenders, and being able to plant. So we'll possibly see a plant here from IQ. Yep, IQ is planting the diffuser right now. Completely unbeknownst to the defenders, it seems. Alright.
Yeah, Maestro will pick up 1.
Maestro
picking up 2 actually.
Yup, now it's a 2v2. Maestro not able to secure the kill on Ash, and Ash in turn able to kill the Maestro, but Ash getting downed by the Pulse. It is now a 1v1 between IQ and Pulse against the diffuser. Pulse doesn't have much time to grab the kill on IQ, and IQ is able to get the kill on Pulse with the hard angle. Easy.
Yeah, Swipe Park's gone up 6-1 now, and they did that without a real hard destructor to open the wall. And what's just hit me, they didn't bring a thermite on a downstairs hold. Now, if they planned to go for that vault take all along, that makes complete sense. But if they had to adapt and go for that server take midway through the round, and they didn't have a thermite, that's really good by them, because thermite allows you to plant in that, it's sort of like the wall foundation, and it's really hard to see with your eyes. You have to have some kind of intel, or usually it is, and it allows you to get away from any C4s, etc. very quickly. And we'll see a CEO exec hold, and the EU meta has struck us. We're bringing the Blitz and Thinker and the Ying, and I imagine this may be a very quick round. Not too sure in whose favour, but without a Legion, without a smoke, this could get nasty.
Yeah. Depending on who can either shut down the aggressive attack or who can make the aggressive attack. It's all going to depend on who wins the certain engagement. I mean, considering that they have Ying, Blitz, and Finka, I mean, it's toxic, but it's effective.
For sure, and I imagine we'll see a Skylight take. I don't have the thermite again, so they're bringing the Habana, which is interesting again because there's a lot of walls you want to open with your thermite. However, Habana still works. Because it's actually been banned, they're going to play the Mute instead of the Bandit as the Mute gets more walls, and it's going to be a main lobby rush by the looks of it. You'll see the Blitz, Habana, and Ash all going for this little small office off by main lobby, and Ying's going straight in. She'll Candela the elevators there, she'll Candela front desk, run through Banana, and look to get some kills because there's no Legion on the board, so she can just walk straight into sight. She'll actually get taken down by the Maestro. But Maestro is now very lit. You'll see another kill for, I believe that's a Valkyrie, before Ash goes down. And Thinker gets a kill. Thinker has a kill, I believe.
Yeah, this attack is definitely getting, this aggressive attack's getting shut down pretty easily. It's a 2v3. All attackers are definitely damaged, but the attackers are,
Adam with the
defenders are
LMG
holding.
is mowing them down. That's why Maestro is so strong, even with the Evil I know. That LMG with 80 rounds and an ACOG is disgusting on defense. But we'll actually see a 1v1 now, as Maestro very low against a Thinker with no boosts and 2 nades.
Finka getting the refrag for both, but she's possibly able to get the kill and gets the kill on Maestro, completely clutching the round for her team and winning the game.
That's game, yeah. That's White Fox taking it to over 7-1 scoreline on the second map. It was 7-3 on Coastline.
And that's a clutch badge.
Yeah, he gets the clutch. He'll get a clutch badge for sure. Well done to him. And we'll see White Fox picking up their second win of the series.